Dempsey coming through, backing his judgment beautifully. Hendricks supporting, back to Dempsey. And he gets right away from Sebastian Rioli. Into the centre, all West Perth, and it's Fong. Fong up to the half-forward line. Mackay has missed it. Logan on to Winnan. And Winnan trying to set himself up. Gives the ball over to Watling. 35 metres out from goal. And Watling goes pop straight through the centre. And West Perth's third goal is on the board. 3 goals to South Fremantle, 1 goal after 15 minutes of play.
They were highlights from the first quarter of that brilliant 1975 grand final. And the captain that year was Bill Dempsey. Bill, that great game in 1975, the premiership, that must hold a lot of great memories for you.
Yes, it does. It was a great grand final. I was very happy with that. It was very important to me because I think I was in the process of making up my mind whether I should retire or not. And coming after a grand final, well, the old feet got itchy again, so I played for another year. But it was a great year, and I don't think if we'd have won the grand final I would have played the next year, but that kicked me on for another year.
Of course, the following year in 1976 you were awarded the MBE. That must have some great memories for you as well.
That was. It was very, I feel very proud about that, and so does my family. And it came as a shock to me to be awarded something for doing something you like doing. So for me it was a great honour.
The long career, 343 games, spans from 1960 through to 1976. A lot of players went to Victoria. You didn't. You stayed with West Perth. What would be the reason for that? Well,
I had a few offers to go over there, but West Perth were doing the right thing by me, and the offers that I had weren't too convincing. So, and I loved West Perth, so it wasn't hard to make up my mind to stay here.
Well, you're now a reserves coach in the centenary year, and I guess working with so many great coaches in the past, some of your methods must come from some of those coaches. What are some of your?
Oh yes, you learn from every coach, and you learn from every player you play with, good players. But I started learning from a guy named Arthur Oliver, and right through Clive Lewington, Bob Spargo, the great Graham Farmer. Probably one of the greatest coaches I've ever played under, I think, without a doubt, in my mind anyway. That's my own personal opinion. Yeah, I've learned from a lot of coaches, and you have to. If you want to be a successful footballer, you learn from every coach that you play under. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
Right, actually, your first year was 1960. Did you play a part in that 60 grand final?
Actually, I played in the reserves grand final. We won the grand final in the reserves that year, so it was a double barrel. And we were the guard of honour for the league side, and I was in the reserves grand final. Mel Winnan was the lucky one. He warmed the bench for the league side. Yeah.